musical segment, Joe Satriano. You know, Joe and I have developed a very great friendship over the years, and we're actually kindred spirits. Does anybody take a guess what month and what year I was born in? I was born in February of 1957. So that would be 257, would it not? 257? Last year, my friend Joe Satriano gave out how many scholarships? 257 scholarships. So what a connection Joe and I have. So without further ado, let's get up for our host and my good friend, the one and only Joe Satriano.
Wow, I want to meet this person. It's remarkable. We just went from a miracle story to miracle kids. You know, when I started the Susan Satriano Foundation, I had no idea how the impact was going to make in front of all of these kids. I'm so proud to say that I've done it for 10 years, and I have helped now in 10 years well over 900 kids across the nation with, thank you, with well over $500,000 in scholarships. So, but one of the great things that happens with this, it's more than just here's money. I actually get a chance to go and talk to the kids. And that's one of the requirements that I do ask each school, to give me 20 minutes with each child, because unfortunately we've walked the walk, you know, and I tell them my story, and the amazing thing is how they open up like crazy. And for many of them, it's the first time that they've ever talked about it. Guidance counselors do a great job in the schools, don't get me wrong, but there's something about being able to talk to somebody who has walked the walk and been there. So tonight, I thought I always try to be topical. Next week is Halloween. So I have an interesting, I think, story of how a particular student named Julia decided to deal with her mom's ovarian cancer. If I may, I'll read a letter from her. Hi, Mr. Satriano. My name is Julia, and I was one of your scholarship winners 3 years ago. I am currently at SUNY Buffalo studying to be a nurse practitioner. They have a great program here, and I'm going to fulfill a dream I've had ever since I saw how nurses can make a difference in someone's life. To remind you, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when I was a junior in high school. That school year was terrible for me. I couldn't concentrate on anything other than my mom and what she was going through. I accompanied her to every treatment, every scan, and it took a toll on my grades. My teachers were great, except the trig teacher. She had to say that because she knew I was a math teacher. They allowed me to have extensions on due dates for homework and assignments, and stayed after school to help me catch up. In my senior year, I met you at the interview. By telling me your story, you showed me that there is hope. You told me how you and your boys dealt with your wife's battle, and it encouraged me to do the same. You said, don't sit back idly. Instead, get out there and show your friends, your family, your mom, that you will not let her war against cancer stop you. Now, very interestingly, since Mom was diagnosed on Halloween, I decided to raise money for ovarian cancer research in a fun way at my freshman year at Buffalo. I organized a Halloween trick-or-treat for cancer night. I printed up flyers, and with the help of much of my new friends at college, we put one in each mailbox in the community. I gave assigned streets to everyone. We accepted no candy that night, even though we would have loved to. Instead, we accepted coins, bills, checks made out to the American Cancer Society. I wore my nurse's costume, and together, we all raised over $3,000 that evening. Mom is doing fine, and I'm working my way towards my degree. I cannot thank you enough for your support and your words of encouragement. I hope one day to help others as you do for so many kids. Love, Julia. You know, the great thing about what I do is like I say, the money is part of it, but the fact that you get to meet these kids and they become lifelong friends, many of them do, and many of them go their own path. They find different ways to deal with what's going on at home. I've shared stories in the past months with kids who have raised money by doing tennis outings, or actually, instead of raising money, they go to hospices and just spend time with the patients, because they know that pain and suffering that they felt, and they want loved ones not to feel the same thing. You do what works for you to get you through the day, and for some of these kids, they do incredible, inspiring things. Other kids barely eke out a survival. But the fact is that we all find our own path, and what works for one might not necessarily work for another, but the fact is we all do find our way. And the idea is, don't let the cancer beat you. Enjoy every single day while you're on this earth, because Lord knows you don't know what's around life's next corner. And just live it and enjoy it. If I just may say very quickly, my inspiring book, In Sickness and in Health, is on sale. 100% of the proceeds of the book does go to the foundation. Since the book has been out, the foundation has grown by over $18,000. So people are actually reading this, which amazes me, because, as I said before, I was a math teacher. What do I know about words, Howie? But I can guarantee two things about the book. Number one, the pages are numbered consecutively. And also, the hardcover version makes a much better doorstop.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you're interested in purchasing, or knowing someone who might be interested in an inspiring, humorous book, get in touch with me at www.susansatrianofoundation.com, or call me at 516-603-5520. Thank you so much, Howie. It's been a pleasure, and let's keep this going.
All right. Joe Satriano, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, who here would like to hear Mary Malloy from Miss New one more time? Yeah! All right. Well, we'll hear from Mary. We've got to take our last commercial break of the evening. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, coming to you live from Joe Satriano's beautiful home in lovely Oceanside, New York, on Long Island's first and oldest radio station, AM 1240, WGBB.